Hello, we have a game, and it is against Dark Elves, as it turns out. So, that'd be interesting. Always a matchup I'm a little scared of as Dark Elves, unless it's very low TV dwarfs. But, certainly winnable, because they can just run away from you, so play at this. I don't remember if I've played this player. We'll see what they've got going on. Looks like we have the higher team value. We have a lineman. Okay, that's a fouling lineman. How many have we got? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. So we've got a fowler. We have a dauntless kicking lineman. We have an assassin who's been injured before. Blodge Blitzer, Wrestle Witch Elf, Blodge Witch Elf. A lot of injuries on this team. Giving away 40k here. So, I mean, looking at the team sheets, you know, it looks alright, but you never know. Things can go crazy. He's only rolling 2 rerolls as well, which I'm not saying is crazy, it's just crazy in the sense that he has higher team value than this. Good old Dark Elves and their high team value. I guess when you can pick up the ball with anybody on a 2+, it is pretty nice. We do have some tools to take this on, but we don't have any of our fast players to tackle, which now isn't super happy making. But we'll see. Yeah, so many injured players. Alright, going for a fairly traditional setup. People like to do this off-center thing, which, honestly, I can see the sense in. It's got Blitzer on the front line, which you never really want to do, but you do hit that point, especially when you're running like assassins or runners. You run out of spots to hide people. We are on a fresh runner, which is not so great. Obviously, we don't want to use our wrestle runner. So we have 2 Mighty Blow, but one of them is... Might try and Mighty Blow that guy. We need to watch out, because this kick could be a problem. Let's pop this guy in here, because you don't really need the guard. Pop our Blitzer out there, our Slayer out there. And yeah, that guy being there is okay. What I might actually do is swap him to out here. Oh, yeah, I can't do that. We'll leave him where he is. I'm a little concerned about, there's not much we can do about it. About a blitz. It's just always hard to stop it being a problem, ultimately. Okay, so kick happening. Okay, we lose a turn, which with that deeper kick could be problematic, but we'll see. I think we are going to bring the runner back as help here. Because we could get swarmed on this side. I might even, under the circumstances, hit on this side rather than that side. I want to use a Mighty Blow. Very nice. Get our Slayer up in here. Just trying to make it awkward to get down over this side of the field. Let's see. Lovely. Very nice. Beautiful. This next game, probably let that one go, seeing as it's a lineman. Pretty typical Dark Elf first turn there. Pop this guy up to help support that. This guy here. Yeah, let's get him up. Oh, that's not great, because now we're going to have some pressure coming around. But it's not, he can't get instant pressure on us. He can get some. But we did not leave this flank weak. Like, most of his guys, like, he could hit this. But it's not super easy, because there's a guard here. So yeah, so he can get around there, but then his own players are a little bit getting in his way. This is kind of what we expected. He can dodge through here, but it's dodging through tackle as well. This guy could come down to like here maybe, although that's... Oh, is he going to drop a reroll at this early? He's not, that's great. Alright, where do we want this guy? I think I'm actually going to drop him in here to make this even more awkward. You should come to here. Are we hitting this guy? Maybe. It's not great, but it could be worse. Maybe I should have... No, I shouldn't have hit him with Slayer. That's silly. I think I'm actually going to drop these guys back a touch. Let's try and get this ball relatively safe. Let's not play as if we're elves. Got a guard in here. Guard in here. This guy in here. Let's see if we can pick up the ball. Oh my. Okay. Well, maybe we won't score and it won't even be our fault that much. Because picking up the ball is being a nightmare. At least we covered that well. But this is interesting there. No rerolls used, which is great. His restraint was admirable. I'd have been really tempted to reroll that, but maybe I wouldn't have also made the GF either. Maybe he felt like, considering he was using the, using it so early in the turn, he wasn't going to get what he wanted out of it anyway, so why mess around with it? Do we want to stand firm here? Yeah. So they're trying to open up a gap through here, which they've not done unless she's willing to re-roll this. Well, hang on, what happened there? How does this fit? Oh, is this guy? Okay, that's that guy. Great. So we've held them in place. That was confusing. This guy did amazing work being there. And now potentially can hit somebody else depending on what else happens over here. Don't know if we can get what we need over there. Obviously the ball not being out here is pretty disastrous. Dodge off here? Yep. I think this has to be our blitz again. Okay, I was gonna say. Kinda have to GFI there, because otherwise you're just getting surfed. Okay, so... there is a reason why we're doing this first. I think we stay here. Oh, okay, I can't get back as far as I'd like. Because these guys are slow. But I guess you can come back for the... to help with that. So somebody else is going to have to make the blitz, unfortunately. Ball isn't safe, so we kind of have to keep making these hits. So you need to... where are you gonna go? In here, maybe? So that you can come in here. That works for us. That doesn't really work for us. Need to try and pick up this ball or we're in trouble. Hey, look at that. Let's see, let's get you here. You... gonna get you back. And we'll get you in here, I think. I'm not 100% convinced about this, but... we'll see. No damage there. We got 2 Mighty Blow hits in that turn. It didn't really provide anything, unfortunately. We're 4 turns in here. I mean, we're 3 turns in, but we're 4 turns in. If we don't get some more removals, we're gonna have trouble here. He's definitely been a little unlucky with his GFIs and stuff, but I think we've somewhat matched that with our inability to pick up the ball for 2 turns. I don't know how or if we're going to be able to push forward here. Yeah, I thought he might blitz that guy down. And put some pressure around the side. On the plus side, he can't move him so that he can come through here more easily. So he still kind of has to go around the top. Not quite as maneuverable as one would like. Definitely feels like this is the way to push if we can, as of right now. Huh. Big foul there. We will appo that. We might regret it. Wow, okay. That was... I mean, ridiculous, really. Think we blitz here now. Okay, I take back my thing. He hasn't really been that unlucky. Alright, so this is the blitz. I'm expecting double skulls here. Okay, that's the opposite of double skulls. No armor break there. Might have to push this way, actually. Gotta double this one up because it's not super safe as is. Let's see if we can push forwards a little bit, even if it's artificial. Oh, lovely. Yeah, time is running out heavily. I would be very surprised if we score here, because he's just got too many elves left on the field and we got too little time. I don't blame myself too much for that. I need to try and remember that we don't score, it's not my fault, hey. I mean, maybe it's partially my fault. Looks like he's going to go for the foul first. Gets the KO again. Was the Apo worth it? I guess probably not. I don't know why nobody with the sneaky skill ever gets sent off. Never seem to roll doubles. But it wasn't a permanent, so, you know, maybe he'll be back. If we score, we'll have a couple chances. If we don't score, we'll only have one chance, so extra impetus for him not to let us score here. Doesn't have that many guys back behind the ball here because of the foul. I mean, it feels like pushing up into this corner is the way to go. I'll probably screen it somewhat. Unless he fails off a dodge. I mean, you know, we do have tackle on all of his players who we'd want to dodge. But he should be able to get into position to get in our way next turn. I assume this guy's going to well, that's not great dodging. So putting this guy here did help. Or should he injure himself on one of those? Alright, there's the assist. This guy being here is actually a bit annoying here. I think I reroll for position. Ugh, disappointing. Because we are out of position a lot here. Could surf that guy if we're not careful. Guess we could put him here. Let's see where we get everybody else. Let's get our fast players to the front. Okay, that definitely makes things a bit more awkward for him getting guys around the side. We've already used one reroll, I'm not going to do another one on getting him one square further up. He can 3+ through there. But if we can stop him from doing that, that's great, because otherwise he's going to bring guys around the side, probably. If he knocks this guy over, if he doesn't knock this guy over, that's actually quite good for us. Because that's a bit of a sort of corner linchpin. Could theoretically go in next turn if we're desperate, and we have the opportunity, although I assume he's going to try and screen us up some here. Well, stun is bad there, because getting him up would give us guard on both of those guys, but now we don't have that, so that's problematic. Putting in that guy there. We didn't need him there. Oh, we did need him there, because we got this guy here. Nice. Well, that helps. You can still get guys up and over. But I think he probably would have brought this guy around the back here, which he could still do. He might dodge this guy off first, and then come blitz this guy, and then bring this guy up here. So this guy's going to come over here. And then this guy's going to come in here. Okay, there is a way through over to here, but I mean, we don't get many people there. That might have just closed off. Okay, yeah, I think that's closed off now. Problem here is we're lacking speed and we're lacking guard here. We might still have to push for the corner, because we don't have a lot else going. So I was going to push through these two guys. Could swing around here, but he can cover that way too easily. Is there anything better that we have on? Don't really see it. It's not great because he's got witch elves up here. It might also involve a 1 dice on this guy. Which if it goes wrong is kind of doom. And it's going to involve a GFI to do it. Unless I was willing to put this guy in. Which we might have to be. I mean, we could definitely lose here. But I think the nature of the game has kind of put us in this situation. Okay, that's a great start. I'd love to go with the wrestle here, but we can't. Wow, our last couple turns have been bad. Let's see. Probably in here. Don't you skull me. There we go. I think I have to leave this guy here as a marker. Oh, we jammed all our rerolls in there. And I don't think it's going to get us much, because I think he's going to be able to knock this down. If this guard was up, oh, that turn would have been a lot easier. Guard being here is good, potentially. Although guard having been here would have been even better. I don't know. How would I do this? I mean, you could one dice surf this guy theoretically, but it's a bit scary. Okay, so he gets that one. What does that allow him? I mean, it frees up this witch for starters. Yeah, honestly, I think what made this half unlikely looking for us to score is that was the two failed pickups. We had a great start with this guy going out, and then it all kind of just went downhill. He had a couple of real good turns the last couple turns as well. I mean, I dare say we've had some good stuff too, but we haven't done anything that's much more than 2+. Having to use a reroll when we just, even to get a push here, was that like if I had knocked this guy over and knocked him out, then this looks a whole lot better. But the fact that he has this guy, he might like 1 dice this, 2 dice this into, I don't know, there's a few different ways he could do things. Jamming in the GFI. Okay, so now you can 2 dice surf this guy. Yeah. Yeah, it's been that sort of game so far. Then he can 2 dice this. And then he can surf the ball carrier. Bring the assassin over for the counter assist. Well, it'll still be a 1 dice, but doesn't get the surf. Catches there. Move somebody down in scoring position. Yeah, the fact we're getting horribly outbashed by Dark Elves here is never a good sign. This guy just has to run down here somewhere. Okay, he's not going for the counter score, which is interesting. I guess now he's got one of our best players off for sure, and one of our best players temporarily off. He's maybe feels like he's alright here. He's 1 away from that. I 2 dice that, I could get my guard in here, which would let me make some hits. If it fails, we're getting all kinds of surfed. I mean, that went worse than I expected. This might be the stimulus I need to give up on this team, which is a pity because it's right near platinum, but, you know. We've got a death on the Slayer, which honestly isn't that big a deal. I mean, we can replace people, it's just whether I feel like playing the team anymore, I suppose. This game is a bit soul-destroying. I mean, fair play, if I was the Dark Elves, I'd be saying, this is what you get for playing Dwarfs. But this has been a bit brutal. The number of guys that he had fall over on GFIs and survive, and then we fall over and die. It is a pity. We are also armor value 8, so it's not like it's ridiculous. But yeah, if we'd got that, we just needed him up here. We 2 dice there. The guard moves up, then we bash the guy with the ball. We block the we get a bunch of blocks in that puts us in a much better position, rather than getting our guys surfed. Okay. Well, that is how things are going. So how many are we down right now? 1, 2, 3, and a KO. I mean, that run is new as well, so it doesn't matter in the long-term effect of the team, but you know, for the game it's pretty bad, right? You know what the sad thing is? Like, we can't even really concede here because the match is not over. It's probably over, but like, it's going to be 0-0 going at half-time. I think if I was him, I would have tried to score, but you know. I mean, he got the damage in, so I suppose arguably he doesn't need to. Our guy stays out. Alright. Well, we don't have much going for us here. Part of me says that we should just concede. Not because I mean, just for time saving, really. But we'll play it out a little bit longer and see how he plays it. But I mean, obviously he's a decent player. I honestly don't think you can. Maybe that's not true. You could get lucky, but I don't think you can get up to platinum even without being a decent player. Because you've got to play too many matches against too many people of a, you know, of a decent level. You can definitely get into gold by if you just get a team that just gets on a ridiculous roll, or have a bunch of people concede. But I think platinum, yeah, like everybody I've played in platinum has been good. So, you know, I'm not saying that my opponent isn't deserving of doing well. But that's another reason as well why you know, it may be worth just bowing out at some point, because I don't have as much time to play as I'd like right now. Hence the less frequent videos. So we shall see. I don't like conceding. If you watch on the regular, you'll see I pretty much don't do it. I still have the Blood Bowl 2 mentality if you don't concede. But this game has certainly, apart from that initial injury, most everything else has gone poorly. You know, maybe we get a couple of injuries here. We'll try for a few hits and see what happens. We still got a couple of good players. You know, importantly, we have no Mighty Blow. We've lost our Mighty Blow. Or 2 of our Mighty Blow? Yeah, 2 of our Mighty Blow. Okay, if this guy had come back, I'd feel a bit better. So it's going to be, we're going to have to roll powers against the guys we actually need to get out here. Drops in the reroll. Could argue they didn't even need to there. So poorly positioned are we? But yeah, we had to make a... Felt like we had to make a break for it, and I think had we have had a couple better rolls up here with knocking people over and whatnot, if we hadn't had to use a reroll and then after the reroll still failed to knock him over, if we knock him over, maybe even stun him, I don't think much of that happens. He might still be able to stop his scoring in fairness, but... Hey, look at that! He got called. So he's down a player as well now. Obviously we are down... I don't even know who that was. I think that was just a regular lineman. Okay, we rolled a pow. Oh, let's put him up here, actually. Probably just going to come down this way, I imagine. But yeah, I may, you know, just for the sake of having a bit more time in my day, quit out the sun. It seems to be the way people play Blood Bowl 3. Even, you know, players that wouldn't have done it in Blood Bowl 2. Just because I suppose there's no... there's no penalty for it anymore. Which shouldn't be the be-all and end-all, but also... you know, I suppose it lets you get on with things quicker. If you know you're going to lose. People concede too early, that's for sure. So we're not going to do that. We're gonna see. I mean, did lose another guy, which isn't great, but you know, he could have some struggles here potentially. I mean, it's unlikely, but it's certainly possible. You know, in the right situation, we could throw in an outrageous dodge or something, catch him off guard. Or maybe we start hurting him, you never know. Maybe he fails a dodge off and hurts himself, that's a possibility. But yeah, I'm not gonna feel... I'm gonna try not to feel too bad about losing this one because... you know. It's, things have been dodgy in this game right from the start, so... Stun ain't gonna do it for us. I mean, he can just walk around the side of us, that's the problem with playing dwarfs as well. When he's ready, he can just... I mean, and honestly, I would start doing it. He can dance around like this, but I would be bringing stuff down and around. Get this ball down to here. Then we can't just stand in a row and try and hit him back. He's drawing this out in a way that I'm not sure I would do. I would keep doing this, yeah. But I'd be moving the ball down so that come the important time it was already in the right place. Now maybe he's about to do that. I think under the right circumstances, I could win this game. Maybe we're just not destined for the Diamond Leagues. Because we're going to have to win at least a couple games to get back up there now. And I don't know if I want to play that many games. We've got a month left in the season. And I was going to play another team. And realistically, if I want to get like a few games in, I would kind of need to start the new team now. Otherwise, I'm just playing Dwarfs the whole season, which doesn't make a lot of sense considering they're a team I don't really want to play that much. I mean, what I mean is they're not a team I want to put my everything into. I just wanted to do something a bit different, really. Never really quite built the team how I'd have wanted it necessarily either, which I suppose is my own fault. Go on, die for me. No. See, I'd have been nice and died there. Alright. Lovely. So he's down 3, we're down, what, 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, imagine if we still had that one left. We'd actually be only one player less than him, and we might be able to compete on this. He really is giving us all the time in the world to try and hit him here. Okay, he's starting to move. Like, if our Troll Slayer hadn't been the one to fail the fall over and die, and one of his had, we'd be on even players. So I think maybe he's dilly-dallied a bit much here. But, I mean, it should still be fine. He's still 2 players up, so... I mean, you could argue that it was greedy to re-roll the KO Apo, but I really don't think so, because we needed all we could. I suppose the downside was that he just got fouled out next turn, which is maybe me being silly about how fouling works these days and how effective it is. Huh, that's interesting. Oh, does he jam his last reroll in here? He does. Aha! Well, interestingly, I mean, I don't think it's going to come to much, but we technically here have a dodge off for a 1 dice on this blitzer. Hitting this guy doesn't help, so if anything it would hinder us as things stand. I'd love to move these guys around, but I don't think I can in case this works. Well, we tried. Okay. I mean, that was our chance there, and it was a pretty good one. We needed a 3 up. I mean, I suppose 5 up. I'd have taken a push on that last hit, though. That's very much been the story of this game now, isn't it? Sort of, okay, we've got a chance. Oh, we've injured ourselves. That new runner is possibly the worst runner in the history of Dwarfs. Failed 2 pickups. Might have got surfed at some point and then injured himself. Yeah, that was weirdly a really good chance there that he gave us by arguably a silly block of his Witch Elf. Maybe he could have gone around the top to do it. Could I have dodged off this blitzer to do it and you got strip ball? I don't think it would have mattered because it was maybe I could have done honestly, but I think it was a block into a skull into a both down. Alright. We're not getting anything else out of this, so I am going to go ahead and just concede, I think. Oh, I don't know how to do that. Main menu? Yes, I do. I suppose we would get something out of it, but I don't feel the need to get anything out of it. I don't actually think you do get anything out of it, right? I'm just doing it for time. So... Oh, I guess you get an MVP, but we're not, especially since we're not continuing the team. Weirdly, you still get this stuff. I feel like if they took this stuff off you, people might do it less. So that puts us down... I mean, it is only a couple of games to get back up there, but I don't really feel like doing it. Maybe I'll come back to him if our other team has a rough time, we'll see. But yeah, let's save some time. I guess we can look at the team, what is left of it. We had 2 deaths, so there's not much left of it. Yeah. Pretty brutal. So it's a Slayer gone and a Runner gone, I think. The rest of the team is actually still in okay condition, so we could certainly pick them back up if we wanted. It was our Wrestle Runner that died, so that actually is kind of sad, because he had Wrestle Kick, I think. But this Runner was... yeah, pretty useless as well. Maybe we don't go with a Slayer? Be interesting to try that. Could go lineman, and just go all armor build. But, I mean, let's face it, speed has been a problem, so... so what did we... if we do end here, what did we end on? 10-4-5, so not super great, but I suppose it's a positive, right? So, we should take that. So the question then is, what are we gonna play next? Probably put this game up the day after I play it, which will be Wednesday, I want to say. So tomorrow. And what I'm saying about that, oh, let's not go back there. Is there a way out? Yeah. What do you want to see? I can't guarantee I'm going to play it. I suppose I should maybe give some ideas of what would want to play. If I was going to play Elves, it would be Pro Elves, because I've already done a Dark Elf run, so I could do a little Pro Elf run. I could do a little Skaven run. What else could we do? Probably not lizards. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know if we have time to do like a fun chaos random only thing, but I would like to do that at some point. Orcs are okay-ish. I mean, yeah, just let me know what you'd be curious to see. I don't think we could get a Black Orcs to the point where they're actually worth playing, so I don't know if I'd play Black Orcs. But yeah, oh, sorry, it's Elven Union, isn't it? But yeah, let me know your thoughts if you see this in the next day or two. And yeah, maybe we'll give something else a run for a little bit, and we might come back to the Dwarfs, we'll see. I mean, it's hard after a game like that to want to. But, I mean, the team is absolutely fine. Even with the 2 deaths, because of the way the game is set up now. you just rehire those players and you're fine. Maybe we're actually in a better place because the Wrestle Runner, not super essential, and the Slayer, definitely a player that some people don't take. So maybe we mean up, get some 2 linemen in, and go for a sort of lean, mean killing machine. We'll see. But until then, we'll play something a bit different. So thanks for watching, everybody. Sorry if you had to suffer through that. I certainly suffered through it. And we will try again soon with a new team. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye for now.